So the only thing is if I don't have any like chewing gum before I bat, I can go into a stage of panic. Hey mate, you got me? So, towards the end of Big Bash, I was literally only hitting a few underarms before a game to get ready because, I tend to find myself stuck in the nets for ages, just trying to hit every ball out the middle. So I literally just reverted to 5 minutes of just hitting some underarms into a net, and then I'd sort of keep that super relaxed. Not really. Over Big Bash this year, I actually went into Bunnings and bought some super glue, a screwdriver and some clamps to actually sort of repair a few of my bats on the road. So that was a bit strange for someone like me. I used to love watching Mike Hussey bat, Ricky Ponting, also a bit later on, but AB de Villiers, Steve Smith. So, when I was sort of growing up, I used to love watching all those guys play. And I certainly enjoyed when they brought out those sort of orangey flare stickers. But I think I've just liked probably, being away from the sort of traditional kahuna and just, having something a little bit different. Because you look at other guys that have it as well, guys like Glenn Maxwell, who's a absolute superstar, and you would say he's a bit a bit sort of away from the normal as well. He's very flair the way he plays and stuff. So I think it's as much as just it's nice to have something a little bit different and a little bit sort of louder and out there. So the orange is nice, but I actually did peek in the Kookaburra and saw the new range and pretty relaxed. But the only thing is if I don't have any like chewing gum before I bat, I can go into a stage of panic. Honestly, like I've ran around the dressing room a few times this year and I've looked for my chewies and haven't been able to find them. And having the top keepers pretty much probably for the last sort of 5 years at least use Kookaburra gloves. I think the way they're designed now, they're definitely the best on the market. When I was growing up, Gilly was sort of in his prime, so he's definitely a big hero for me. Growing up, especially watching him smack it everywhere with the bat, and he was always pretty good behind the stumps as well. Not really, to be honest. I'm generally one to keep probably a bit quiet. I'm quite relaxed out there. I don't really get too mouthy. I've probably, in my career, probably had more chat directed at me than I've ever directed out. Yeah, I think there's a few of us in our sort of first or second tour, so there's plenty of excitement around the group. And a great group of guys as well. I feel like the team morale's high, and I've no doubt it'll be a strong run. Being so close to Australia, I think I've no doubt that we'll want to beat them and get bragging rights. But I guess I'll wait and see. I'm looking forward to experiencing it firsthand. Yeah, nothing terribly exciting. I got my PlayStation here, so I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty, and also just watching a bunch of stuff sort of on Netflix and Stan as well. So we're all sort of linking up together on the mics, and pretty special, especially to do it for the second year in a row. We got a great group of players, and it's a pretty similar sort of team that we had last year as well. I think to do well personally is nice, but I think the group we have at the moment, we just got a really strong side. We had a new addition this year, Dan Christian. He came with a little bit of a different perspective from some of the other guys, but he helped me in some ways. He's obviously been around the blocks a lot. He's played a lot of cricket. I know that, to be honest, but it's always nice. It just gives lots of credit, I guess, to our bowlers. They obviously beat the bat a lot and caught the edge a lot, and yeah, I must have hung on to a few more chances than the next